Well guys, welcome back to the channel. Hood's up on the Mahindra. We got some work to do today. Thankfully, it's just changing out the oil and the filter. Went over to my Mahindra dealer, got the filter here. I will put the number below for the Max 26 XLT. It is the MAM0117 oil filter assembly from Mahindra. And they also gave me, they service, sell McCormick tractors as well. They gave me the 15W40, and if you check out your owner's manual here, it'll tell you the different oils they have available. They recommend, and obviously the actual McCormick brand's on there, but it's a multi-purpose, high-quality oil. And this is what they use in all of their tractors. 15W40 is a very wide range operating oil. I think around up to, I think it says like 90 degrees Fahrenheit, down to negative 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's a good multi-purpose oil for here in Iowa. We have a lot of extreme weather, and I mean, negative 20 isn't out of the question. Negative 25 air temperature in the wintertime, and we get pretty hot in the summer. So using a nice high quality oil is going to be critical to keeping your tractor running in good shape. And like I said, this is a pretty universal 15W40, and this says AgriLube Super Universal Engine Oil. So again, use a high quality oil, you'll be in good shape. We're going to go ahead and drop the oil out of this thing. We'll pull the plug out the bottom, let it drain out, pull the filter off, put the new one on. I got a nice filter wrench I'll show you guys. At least I think works well. Then we'll put the oil back in it. But basically, this is the first oil change I've done since the initial service, which with my dealer, the initial service is included. Well, you pay for the fluids and filters, but they include the labor. So I'm doing this one myself. So anyways, we're a little shy of 150 hours. We like it 140. We're 10 hours shy of the requirement to change, but it's gonna get cold out and it's gonna be winter time, and I'm not gonna wanna be out here monkeying around. Yes, this is heated, but I may as well get this done so the engine and tractor are ready to run in the harsh conditions. Doesn't hurt to change it 10 hours early. So we're gonna go ahead and drop the oil and get to work. All right, I get some light down here so y'all can see what's going on. It's light in my garage, but it's dingy in spots where you don't want it. So let's get some light here so we can see what's happening. Hopefully that helps you guys can see a little better, and I can see as well. This is the drain plug to the oil, and we're using a 17mm wrench. We're gonna go ahead and just break it loose. Shouldn't be very tight. I got it broken loose. We're gonna go ahead and pull it out here. Oil is warm. It's not hot, it's warm. Uh-oh, we're gonna make a mess. Uh-oh. We'll make a big mess. It's a little warmer than I thought it would be. It's container's not keeping up. Buy a bigger oil pan. Note to self. It's probably fair to say that oil came out faster than I thought it would. But I guess it is what it is. I'll clean the mess up. I got some oil dry. Get you a little closer look at the old drain plug here. There was no metal on it at all, which is a plus. Let's clean it off a little bit here so you can see what's happening. But yeah, there's a magnet at the end of this. If you want to look at that, the magnet will attract metal if there's any in your crankcase, but there's none on mine, and that's good news. It means there's no extra shavings, so everything's wearing, well, nothing's wearing like it shouldn't be, and things are looking all hunky-dory. All right, I'll try to get you down close to see this next step of getting the filter off, but this is what I use from Napa 773860. It's a 65 to 67mm 14 flute cap wrench. I'm gonna put you guys a link to this stuff below. I did cross-reference this filter. It's a 1356 Wix according to Napa. I haven't tried it myself yet, but it appears to be the same dang thing at half the cost. So it always says you use Mahindra, I guess certified product on their stuff, so it's up to you on what you want to do there. So I don't know why it's not wanting to break loose there. There we go. Finally got her loose. Okay, this thing works really good. And loosened it right off of there. Recommend this setup to get your filter on and off, or at least off. You know, on. Hand tight is usually more insufficient, but. Alrighty, getting it all drained out. Alright, just double check when you're doing this. Make sure you get the filter, or at least got the O-ring with the filter, and it's on there, so that's good news. Put a little oil on your finger, glove, whatever you want to use. Lubricate that up. It does not say in the instructions that you have to put oil in the filter, I'm guessing, but I always put some in, regardless. Just to kind of get some in the filter. You don't have to fill it all the way up. You know, some recommend you do that, but I am going to put some in there just to kind of get the filter wetted. And again, use a little bit more of that to get that O-ring going there. I'm gonna go ahead and slip back on there. Remember, righty tighty, lefty loosey. So stick it back up in here. Righty tighty. So what you're supposed to do is so bring it up here so it touches the casting. And you're gonna take it another 2/3 to turn from there. So again, you can do it by hand. So I'm also gonna turn it another 2/3 now that I've got it there tight. So again, don't over tighten this. Tight to the block there. And we're just gonna go 2/3 of a turn more. So we're gonna start straight up. There's a half of a turn. And we're gonna go back a third and go down. Right. 2/3 of a full turn. All right, now that it's basically stopped dripping oil, we're gonna go ahead and just wipe off a little bit there. We're gonna go ahead and put the plug back in. Put this, snug it down a little bit. Snug it the old, drain down a little bit so it won't leak. All right, we're gonna go ahead and use a little bit of super clean floor absorbent for my oil because I made a heck of a mess and this stuff works really good. We'll sprinkle on there, let it do its thing, but that's just kind of annoying that I made such a big mess. All right, sprinkle on there for now and let's soak some of that up. All right, on top of the engine here, you're gonna see the cap. Wipe everything down here. It's a good time. It's a good opportunity when you're down in here. Again, make sure things aren't too hot. You don't want to get burnt. What's nice about what my dealer did, at least the mechanics anyways, is they painted everything that's oil yellow. So here you notice it's yellow, and then down below on the dipstick, it's also yellow. So we're gonna go ahead and open this up. This is where the oil is gonna go in. Set it back here out of the way. Again, if you're curious about your manufacturing date on your tractor and the age, right here on top of the engine is when it was made. So my engine was made in my engine was made in September of 2019. So, and like I said before, this is just a hair over 4 quarts with a filter. So kind of set her down in there and start pouring. Leave that on for a minute and drip out, get all the remainder. Not sure if you guys can see it or not, but clear back up in here, there's a little yellow dipstick. Again, it was painted by my dealer. That is where the oil is located. I'll pull it out and wipe it off, and we're gonna stick it back in there. And then pull it out here. Take a look at it. Looks like we're in a pretty good spot, but we're gonna fire it up here and let it cycle for a few minutes just to make sure the system is filled, and we'll double check it. But right now, it looks like we're right in between, right in the sweet spot. So that's good news. Fire it up here, open the door up, and let it run for a couple of minutes. And we'll shut it off and check it again. While it's sitting here running, let's make sure there's no leaks. Don't see anything. Let's go ahead and check her one more again here. Pull it out, wipe it off. So make sure you get an accurate reading. Put it in there. Double check it. Looks like we're right in between the lines. Well, we're just a little bit short, you know. So I think we're in good shape. I'll monitor it, and got some oil, extra oil on hand here in case I've got to add. But right now we are in a, I think, in a good spot. Yep, we're in a good spot, right where we need to be. All right, cool. Well, I think that's gonna wrap it up for today. It went pretty good, minus me making a large mess in the ground. Make sure you've got a deeper oil pan. Mine wasn't ready for that gallon to drop out all at one time. Lessons learned there. I learned something the hard way this time. I should have known, yes, I should have known that. But my lawnmower hasn't been an issue, and well, again, like I said, lessons learned. Buy a deeper oil pan if you're going to change out your oil in your tractors, or just be prepared to clean up a mess. So, in short, that's how you change the oil on the Max 26 XLT. It's pretty easy. Really, the hardest part is maneuvering, get back into that filter, and to get the dipstick out. I'll put links down below to the different stuff I used today. Keep in mind these are Amazon affiliate links, and basically I get a little bit of kickback from the sale that day or whatever you buy once you click that link. But it's of no expense to you guys here watching the channel and buying the items. Basically, the person selling it's paying out part commission on that. So whether or not you use it or not, that's your call. But if you'd like to support the channel and keep letting me, I guess, bring stuff like this to you to show, I'd recommend you do that route. I'd greatly appreciate it. So again, we just used basically used just a gallon of 15W40 oil, a new filter. I'll put the cross reference down below. I haven't used it yet, but the guy at Napa said it's the same filter. It's a Wix filter, so I'll put that down below as well. If you want to try it out, it's about half the price. In worst case, you get it shows up and it's not quite the right size. You could return it. It's up to you. He said it's the same thing. Next time I'm going to take a look at it myself, because it was like $6 and this one was $13. Again, keep in mind it says use only genuine Mahindra products. So if you're not using the Mahindra filters, you're risking really avoiding your warranty if you're worried about that. But I mean, the Wix filters are pretty good from my opinion, and I guess a lot of people will tell you Wix is a good filter. So again, your choice on that. But I'll put again links to all the stuff I use below: the filter wrench, the filter that I can find, some 15W40 oil, all that fun jazz, and a few other things like the camera equipment we use today. So thanks for stopping in today, guys. If you have any questions about this oil change or any of the stuff really related to the Mahindra tractor, feel free to reach out. I'll give you my best insight to what I know. I don't know everything, and I mean, I've only had this thing 2 years, and that's really the extent of my tractor experience, aside from doing some stuff on my in-laws' tractor, the 2638. But I feel like I'm a pretty mechanically inclined person, so I could maybe help you out there with some logics, or maybe find someone that can get you the answer. So thanks again for stopping in. Hope you guys enjoyed the short video on how to change the oil on this Mahindra Max 26 XLT. I do appreciate you all watching the channel here and sticking around. Without you all, this channel would not be possible, and I really do enjoy making these videos to help you all out. So hopefully some of you find this informative and helpful, and you can get out there and change your oil yourself. Thanks again for stopping into K6 Outdoors. My name's Kyle, and I'll catch you in the next one. We'll see ya.